Every single Sunday is Rare Sneakers at Hand at the Talking About 23 Sneaker channel, and today is no different. It's Sunday, so we're checking in with Shoe Butter, and he's bringing us some of the rarest sneakers in the world from his sneaker collection. Dying, there is a link to that sneaker collection. It's an absolute monster of a sneaker collection. One of the biggest collections in the world, one of the rarest collections in the world, one of the most expensive collections in the world. So if you're interested in that, go check that out for sure. Or wait till the end of this video and then follow that link because it will still be there. But what we're doing today is we're looking at these Yeezy samples. I've been talking about it all week. The 4 pairs of Yeezy 350 V2 samples in hand. Now, usually what we do at this channel is we play a game to get to this point in the week where I drop hints throughout the week and then you have to try and guess which sneaker it is going to be. Now, last week, the hints were, now this last week, not today's Yeezys, but last week's, it was Quack Quack again, Jordan 14, grey suede, and not track and field, because what we were looking at was the Jordan 14 Oregon Ducks grey suede. So I gave you those hints every day of the week, and then you had to work out what sneaker was coming. But we did not do that this week, but we will do that next week when we go back to the usual style. But for these, I mean, there was no, I can't drop hints throughout the week about 4 sample Adidas Yeezy 350 V2s. Nobody's going to work that out. That's not a game. So instead this week I just told people what's coming, and hopefully they've been looking forward to seeing these guys. Obviously I've seen the video already and they are clean, but there's a bit of a historical perspective to take in on these guys, which is that these sneakers, Shoe Butter bought these sneakers 3 years ago. I mean, that's insane, and you'll understand why it's insane when you watch the video, because you'll be looking at the video and you'll be thinking, man, they're fresh, they're clean, they should drop those. They're 3 years old, man. That's insane that they're still just relevant. They're still relevant, that's the word for it. These just look like you could put them on the shelves right now and people would grab them. In fact, they look a lot better than some of the colorways that have been coming from the Yeezy line. Now, it's pre the translucent panel on the side, so we're talking about the original V2s and not the second version of the V2s, but they're still absolutely fire, and I think they're full on clean. Now, I personally am very happy to see these sneakers at the channel because I requested them of Shoe Butter. Back when Shoe Butter had his own channel, I remember him getting these samples and I was just like, no way. So then when we were working out what kind of content to bring every Sunday, I asked him, can you do the Yeezy pack, the Yeezy samples pack? And he was kind of a bit reluctant, but I was like, oh, come on, man, I love those sneakers. So thanks bro, thanks Shoe Butter for doing that for me, because I think these are really, really cool sneakers, and I appreciate him doing that for me. So you hear him shouting me out, Doug, 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 throughout this video, because I asked him to bring this. Now, he was a bit reluctant to do that because when he first brought them to his channel 3 years ago, there was talk of like, oh, they're fake and stuff like that. I really doubt it. Shoe Butter is one of the most connected sneakerheads in the world. He's connected to like the top level of buyers and sellers, and it's really unlikely that someone like Shoe Butter would get sold fakes. Let's be honest. I mean, realistically speaking, I mean, the guy's absolutely right at the top of the game, and I just don't see him getting fakes and getting sort of duped on those. I think what he's got here is 4 Yeezy 350 samples, and they're really, really fire. They're really clean, and basically they're real. Now, you might look at them and be able to tell me, nah, you're wrong, actually, bro. They're actually fakes, and I can tell you they're fakes because of this, and this. But bearing in mind they're samples, maybe they don't look quite the way the retail 350s look. But you guys can check that out for yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut away to Shoe Butter and see what he has to say about these 350 samples. But what I will ask you to do is to bear in mind that there's 4 colorways coming here. There's 4 different sneakers, and what I'd like you to do is at the end is let me know which of the 4 colorways you like and which ones you would like to see come to retail, because I think there's definitely the potential for these guys to go on sale. So without further ado, what we're going to do is pass this thing over to the great man himself. So over to you, Shoe Butter.
Right, guys, so Doug had asked me to do a quick video on some of the Yeezy samples that I acquired over the years. Now, I don't know, again, I didn't really follow the release of these, if they did release, if they didn't release. And I kind of went away from this because there's so much controversy around whether they were real or fake or blah, 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 that I just went, you know what, I'm not going to bring it up. But then Doug asked me to go and look through some of my old sample shoes that I've got, and I thought I would just give you guys a look. I'm not going to go into any of the history of these because I don't know really what it is, other than I purchased this from a good friend of mine who was one of the suppliers for Urban Necessities, and you know, he is very, very, very well connected in the sneaker world, and he sold me these years ago, long before, if any of them did release any of these colorways, long before they did. And again, I was told they are original samples, but you guys can fight over that in the comments section for all I care. But yeah, I'll just give you guys a look from all angles. And again, if some of these did release, I apologize. I just really didn't have anything to, haven't had much to do with sneakers recently. So you guys can take a look at that. Boom. And let us know and cause a big debate of whether or not they're real or not. But here's like an olive green one. Pretty sweet. Pretty wicked. And then finally, here's a blue one. So if you guys want any close-ups of these or more detailed videos down the road, just let Doug know in the comment section, and I'd be happy to oblige. But yeah, that's some of the Yeezy samples that I had acquired over the years.
Bro, that was sick. Absolutely sick. Thank you very much for showing that stuff to us. You won't see those anywhere else in the world. I don't think I've ever seen Yeezy samples anywhere else in the world. And it's great to have that kind of content on my channel. And I super appreciate Shoebutter doing that for me and dropping that kind of content. Now, for me, I did ask you guys before Shoebutter was showing us those, which of the 4 colorways that you would most, be interested in, which ones you like the best. There are a couple of things in there that I was really, really digging. The kind of ceramic, kind of like light clay version has that red line through the pull tag on the back, on the heel, which I really, really liked. I thought just that red line through there, usually you'd see them in the breads, but seeing that there was cool. And then the zebras, but in light blue, which is a colorway I'd never seen before. We've seen zebras in, let me see, semi-frozen yellow, of course, the originals. There's been a kind of dark grey and black version. What does my wife have? She has a pair. It's a Cool Mint or something like that. It's a blue pair that she has. But these guys here are clean, man. I've never seen that before. But I think they would just set the sneaker world alight if they dropped that colorway. But my personal favorite is the olive greens. I really, really dig the olive green ones. I think they're really clean and really nice kind of colorway, and I think they're really relevant for right now. There's an awful lot of green sort of kicking around, camouflage colors, olive green, that kind of stuff. So if they did go ahead and drop that colorway, I think that they would definitely fit with the times and be something that people would be interested in. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw a regular V3 drop rather than not V3, V2 drop rather than the ones with the translucent panel, other than those breads, which have they dropped already or are they on the way? But yeah, so it would be great to see them drop the original sort of silhouette without that translucent stripe on the side. For me though, I'm pretty sure they're real. I hope they are real. I've got an open invitation, excuse me, I've got an open invitation to go down and visit Shoebutter and see the shoe department anytime I want to. So if I do get down there, I'll be definitely looking at these guys in more detail to find out everything I can about them, because I think they're absolutely fire and I love them. I think they're really cool. I love the 350 silhouette, and these colorways are just really, really fine. And the story behind them, absolutely epic. For now, though, it's time for me to sign off, guys. I'm going to throw up a link to the playlist. Doing. There's the Butter Movement playlist where you can see all of these shoe butter videos in one place, so you don't have to troll through my daily content just to get the shoe butter. You can just go to that playlist and see week after week after week after week of rare sneakers in hand. And like I said, we'll be back with the game next week where we kick into those hints every day. But for now, it's time for me to say thank you guys very much for checking out my content. But as I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.